And the video's recording as well? It is? We good? All right, good. Hello. Another episode of the Mental Threads podcast. I am here with my guest, Mr. Blake Hudson, if you'd like to say something.
How's it going?
How you doing, sir? We met. Did we meet? That's what we're trying to figure out. Like, where do we exactly? Did we even meet in person, or did we just met strictly on social media?
We might have not.
We might have not.
It might have been on social media.
Might have just on social media. I feel like I've seen you somewhere.
Right.
Who knows?
I feel the same way.
Yeah, that's the case. Are you sure you never show up at any events? Like maybe I know you know Bambazilla and everything.
Right, yep.
And do you know Solus or Drew Billions?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
both of them, yep.
That's what I'm saying. We must have met at like one of those events. I
Right,
think. Where like, do you know Drew Billions? You do know Drew.
Yeah.
And you know like his Uptown Indie shows he be having, right?
I haven't seen recently, but he had a Sunday showcase.
Yeah,
like about 2 years ago.
I think that was at Starlight, wasn't it?
It was one was at Cloud Check, and I think he moved to Starlight.
Oh, okay. Then maybe we might have not bumped into you. Then you probably might have just known me just from seeing like the other interviews and everything. And you just follow like that, you know. Just everybody just knows somebody, all right, and everything. And I've listened to a couple of your songs, about both sides. This Is My Life. The first song off The Element, named The Element, and Frostbite as well. So you know, I just had to give a little bit more time to listen through it and everything. But yes, Mr. Hudson is an artist you are from Charlotte, North Carolina, correct? Huntersville.
Same difference.
Yeah.
It's like right there.
It's really just, so you're not too far from like North Lake area and everything. That's why you're like 15 minutes away.
Right, yeah.
You're just kind of chilling at the crib. All right, cool, great. As long as it's convenient for everybody and everything. So I'm very much happy about that. How old are you, sir?
22.
Oh, 22? Okay. And how long have you been doing music?
4 years.
4 years. Okay, cool. Then you could have fooled me. I thought you were doing like for a decade or something like that. That's dope.
Since 2020.
Since 2020? All right, so since the pandemic, you just thought like that was when it started?
It was like October, so it was kind of everyone was outside again.
Oh.
So I didn't get like all those months to just stay inside and do it, which we're here, but that would have been nice.
Oh, yeah, sure. I wish I would have utilized the pandemic a little bit better, though. I think, no, actually, did I use the pandemic better?
Man, I watched YouTube all day, every day. I didn't do nothing.
Yeah, because I remember I dropped my mixtape in 2021, my first one. And then it's just like, but that was like right around the same time I got COVID. So I think I got mixed up with it and everything. It's like, yeah. So it's just like, yes. So it was like right when they're letting people back into schools and I got COVID, like, which is so, that sucks.
That's
and
kind
everything.
of ironic.
It is, but it was actually kind of comfortable. Like I was actually kind of locked in because they lock you in a room by yourself and everything, just to quarantine you. So it's just like, you know, I could just pretty much. Oh no, they quarantined me on campus. It was right around the end of the semester, so I kind of had to stay on campus a little bit longer. Just
that
a little.
Sucks.
No, it actually wasn't that bad. Like Durham was like a second home for me, so I didn't really mind it and everything. But enough about me and everything. So like, if I were to ask, who is Blake Hudson? You know, like where you're from. Like you say you're from Huntersville and everything, but it's just like pretty much like, what was your background? What was your family life and everything?
Family life, grew up in the suburbs. You could probably tell that though. But basketball, I've been playing since like 2 years old.
Okay.
That was like my first love. Then now it's music, and I'm just all about loving life, good heart, just finding peace, success, and yeah.
So it really come like full circle when they put one of your songs on the NBA 2K game, huh?
It would. That game, it's kind of trash, but still.
I don't know. Yeah, the 2Ks are pretty dope. When I got up today, I was playing like WWE 2K24 and everything. Oh, okay. And like, yeah, you get lost in it doing some stuff. Like I was like, like creating the ring and stuff like that. I'm just like, yeah, but there's just something. It's just missing something. I don't know what it is, but it's missing something.
See, I play more like dirt bike games now.
Yeah,
those are.
Oh yeah,
so good.
Oh really? So they still make dirt bike games even to this generation, like the 2000 to the PlayStation 5 and everything.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know.
But the good ones are like, there's this one from 2009, and it's still the best. It's called Reflex.
Oh. Man. Is it on like PlayStation 3? No, it's 2009. So it's
I got an Xbox, so it's Xbox 360. But it's what is it? Cross compatible? Like you can put it in the Xbox One.
Yeah, I think that's the one thing that's dope about Xbox. That a lot of their stuff are cross compatible. I don't know if PlayStation 5 is cross compatible, but they be trying to like do some stuff that kind of balances out. So I guess you're just mostly Xbox person then.
Yeah, I see. I never had a PlayStation at all.
Never had a PlayStation ever. I kind of bounced back and forth. Actually,
Oh, so you got both?
No. See, like for the thing, like the first game I ever played was like Vice City, Grand Theft Auto Vice City, but that was on Xbox, the original Xbox, and that was one my uncles had and everything. So I didn't really own it. Yeah, before the 360, and then it's just like Xbox, the first Xbox, and then I owned my first game console I had was a PlayStation 2. And everything I had, and then it's just like it went to Xbox 360 because it's like, you know, that one had a Smash Bros. 2007 on it and everything, but the other one didn't. And so when I went to Xbox 360, that was like my first taste of that generation. And then from there, it's just like we just decided to get a PlayStation 3 as well.
So you like bounced around, kind of.
Yeah, kind of.
See, I was 360 to 1. That's it.
Yeah, it's just, I don't know. I like how the 360 controller kind of felt heavier and everything. You know, I played the games like Assassin's Creed, the third one with like when they're in the United States and stuff like that. You play that Native American?
I haven't played Assassin's Creed. No.
So it's just mostly just motorbiking games and stuff?
Pretty much. I've actually been getting into Minecraft because it's like just a creative thing to do. But yeah, that's pretty nice.
And they never really had to change much about it, really, now that you think about it. It's kind of stayed exactly the same. I played Minecraft on Xbox 360 and everything, and it kind of felt all right.
See, my cousins, they're like 11 all the way to 5, and they're just now getting into it, and they love it. And it's the same game I played.
Yeah, it never changed. It just but there's so much you can do with it, though. Like, I've seen people create stuff like, you know, I think the Death Star or something like that, or something like that.
And then game modes like Hunger Games or whatever, I played that on there, and that's really fun.
You watch the movies and everything?
Hunger Games?
Yeah, I never watched the movies. I just know that Jennifer Lawrence did it, and she played Mystique in X-Men, and I was like,
See, I'm big on Hunger Games.
Oh, word! How many movies they make? I know they made a whole lot of books.
I think, as far as I know, 3.
3? Just 3 movies?
I think so. I could be wrong.
Yeah, it was like the first one. Then I think that one of them was Mockingjay, and like there was one called Catching Fire. I think. Okay. Because I seen the posters, but I never watched the movies. I get the gist of it and everything. But if like we're just bounce back onto you and everything. So it seems like you have interest for like things like Hunger Games, Xbox 360, and the motor games and everything as well. Stuff of that nature. But it's like, when did your love for music pretty much just start?
It's kind of a crazy and all over the place story.
That's
but in 2020, I'll never forget. It was like October 1st or something. I played basketball. I got home, and there was never any, I'm going to try music. I'm going to do music. Today's the day I'm going to do it. That never happened. I was watching YouTube. Next thing I know, I got my computer out, and I'm writing lyrics with the beat. So, like, something in my body told me, get up, go to the computer, and start. And that's it. It was nuts.
That's great. That's actually great, because it's like, it doesn't have to be some like dragged out story or anything like that, but it's just like, you know, it's just kind of funny how people just kind of find their niche and everything. It could be something as simple as just listening to a beat and letting that inspire you. The beautiful thing about rap music, I think, is just like it's built on inspiring people. You know, I know a lot of people like kind of like take it out about the bragging and stuff like that, and like slowing stacks on smash, drinking lean. But it's like, but no, it's like, I feel like the real true heart of like hip hop and rap in general is just to inspire and everything, and to inform. So it's like, in that sense, just by listening to that beat that inspired you to actually write some lyrics, and then now you're at a point where you're just about like what, 3-4 projects deep now that you uploaded.
Like that,
something like that, something like that. Yeah, because I see stuff like a Summertime album, The Element, and the Twilight Zone EP and everything. Like, that's what I'm saying on like YouTube. Like, I'm a YouTube music kind of guy. That's where I go get the music and everything. But and on top of that, so many different songs like Both Sides, This Is My Life, The Element, and Frostbite, which I already said earlier, and everything. But yeah, it's just like something so simple as that led you to like this run of done songs and songs after songs, and you're pretty good. You're very, very consistent.
Thank you. I really appreciate that.
No problem.
I think it was God that night, though, because there's stuff all the way before it, and again, no intentions of I'm gonna do music. It just happened, and it's crazy. It's nuts. It's just crazy.
Yeah, man, God created us in His likeness, so it's just like it just kind of comes with it, you know, that urge to create and stuff. You know, everything we see was like what He made, so it's just like it's all due to Him and everything. Praise the Most High and
That's
stuff.
Wild
of that
if
nature.
you think about it.
Yeah.
Everything you see, He created.
Yeah, everything you see, He created. But it's just like, and that's why it's kind of end up with us when it comes to music or whatever art. I feel like that's when you're really like vibrating at your highest frequency because you're creating something that does not really exist yet. These concepts weren't really situated yet until you actually took the time to actually give it some sense of existence.
That's what I think is the beautiful thing of music, art in general. It's you.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Like you can make unique stuff because it's you. There is no other person that's like you, and it's beautiful.
Yes, it's your fingerprint and everything.
Right.
And when you think about it, so it's just like everybody has their own style, how they rap and everything. Whether they rap really, really fast, really, really articulate, or maybe really slow. Maybe very melodic in a sense. And it seems like, when listening to your songs and everything, I'm getting like just maybe G-Eazy, a little bit of Logic on the side too and everything. What would you say is your inspiration?
Jack Harlow for sure.
Okay, yeah, Jack Harlow. Yeah, he is dope. Jack Harlow is pretty dope. He's pretty dope.
That was like the first rapper that I heard that talked about stuff that I did, because same place we're from. Not city, but, but. It was like, man, I can finally like relate to an artist. Finally.
Have you ever listened to Mac Miller?
No, I'm starting to get into him though. But some stuff is like not fully me because he was kind of like sad, I guess, from what I've heard, and that's just not me at all, really.
You need to listen to his earlier stuff when he was making stuff like frat rap, like stuff with like at frat.
What was the album cover where he has like the backpack on? And I think there's trees behind him.
Is that Kids?
Yeah,
right. That's a good one. But also, you should listen to his what was the one? The Best Day Ever. Yeah, that's really, really good.
I listened to Happy Birthday recently. That was like the story he was saying, and the vision immediately popped in my head. It was like, whoa. But yeah, he seems really dope. My mentor actually told me to go in and listen to him.
Yeah, Mac is really, really dope. And the reason why I know, like, you might make a whole lot of sad songs because that's his newer stuff. But his earlier, like, Best Day Ever, Donald Trump is also a really, really dope song if you listen to it or if you had planned on listening to it. I was like, because when I was brought up on, like, Mac Miller, his stuff was, like, on MTV Raps in the morning. And, like, back when we were watching TV and stuff. And they actually played music videos on TV and everything. They would just have it on MTV Jams. And I would just watch in the morning with me and my brother and everything like that, and songs like Donald Trump and like Party on 6th Ave and stuff like that.
Okay, so his style kind of switched.
It wouldn't say switch. It evolved. There's gonna be a time where every artist has to change over time. Eminem was once a bit more adjacent to Slim Shady, more playful, more funny, and he kind of dips into that every now and then. But then over time, when it came to Recovery, it was like, I'm Not Afraid and stuff like that, things like that. So it's just like, every artist has to evolve over time. And I feel like, with music, you mature as you get older, your perspective changes.
That's what I'm going through right now.
Yes.
From the stuff that's on there, I'm completely changing it up. Because, like, I feel like I really found myself. I'm switching the name from Blake Hudson to Blake Kelly because that's, like, my, future self kind of. So it's, like, I wouldn't say the beat choices are switching, but what I'm talking about is really switching.
And when you mean by like future self, it's just like the self that you kind of visualize, like maybe in a different position, like maybe if I'm more successful or whatever, I feel like this is the direction I'm going to go. That's how you feel about it?
Yeah, exactly, yep.
Okay, so you're kind of like manifesting it into the present in a sense.
Exactly.
You're trying to build that bridge.
Right.
Okay, I can understand that. And like, what would a Blake Kelly, what would he represent? Is he like just a persona, or is it just like, is that just what you want to change your rap name to in the future?
It's pretty much coming into myself. So the things on there, it's like in the older music is a little more, it's talking about girls a little too much. It's like I don't dive into that world too much. Now it's switching to exactly who I am, what I'm about, and like what I do on a day-to-day basis and experiences.
Yeah, day-to-day down the experiences and everything. All right, okay. I see where you're coming from. And everything. And it's just like in regards to like outside of Jack Harlow, any other like artists that also like inspires you?
I feel like Travis Scott too.
Okay, yeah, Travis Scott's pretty
Like
dope.
he's just his energy is like whoa. So that's when I go to perform, that's kind of like an influence to me as well.
And that's not a problem either, because it's like, like Travis Scott's performances do be powerful and everything with the raves, although like some people kind of pass away, don't want to be that negative, nasty, whatever. But it's just like at the same time, it's like I can understand why a lot of people like, invest themselves in Travis Scott, because his sound is very liberating in terms of just like with the raves and so on and so forth. Like I'm not too familiar with this catalog, but I do like, pretty much building up to where I can be familiarize myself with like his art to a degree, where I can be able to not explain it, but it's like I get it, type stuff. Right. But it's like there's some artists I feel like you should definitely check out. I feel like you should check out Action Bronson.
Okay.
Action Bronson's really good and everything. Although his voice kind of sounds a whole lot like Ghostface Killer from the Wu-Tang Clan, a whole lot, because they're from like New York, so it's like someone's bound to sound a little bit like you, and whatnot. It just happened to be an Albanian Jewish guy, but anyway, a couple of his projects you should check out is hold on a second, let me just look it up real quick just so I can be able to be sure. But one of them he did it with Static Selecta, called Well Done and everything. So it's like you want to probably add more like diversity to your style and everything. Just keep in mind like boom bop is really, really good at like, kind of like, stretching your mind out in terms of what directions you can go with hip hop and everything. So it's like, hold on a second. Yeah, Action Bronson, there he is and everything. So it's like, let me just check out some of his albums. See, he dropped a whole lot of new stuff and everything, but like this is stuff that I'm familiar with. Yeah, Mr. Wonderful's really good, Well Done, and also his Blue Chips series too.
Okay,
so it's
Action Bronson. I have to check him out.
Yeah. He was actually started off as a chef.
Really?
Chef. So it's like you're gonna hear a lot of food references. So so it's like that's just one of the aspects of rap and hip hop that it really doesn't matter. You don't have to like shoot someone or kill somebody.
Right.
So you can just come from like a background of like just being a chef.
Right.
So you can make his money off just being a cook and like would still make like good music at the same time as well. Yes. Yeah. Boom bop is really, really dope to check out and everything. And I feel like Action Bronson has a very unique sound and voice.
You know who I've been getting into? A couple artists recently.
Oh, who?
Madonna, Elvis, and Amy Winehouse.
Amy Winehouse. Okay. Yeah, Amy Winehouse ain't bad. And like Madonna, I ain't too familiar, but I know like she does like make a whole lot of wonderful timeless music and everything. Didn't they drop one of her songs like in the Deadpool and Wolverine movie?
I don't know. She just had a documentary though.
Oh, really? Yeah. Okay. And like, what was it, like an A&E documentary or what type?
I didn't even watch it yet.
You ain't watch it?
What happened was I saw the trailer and I was like, Amy Winehouse, that sounds familiar.
Oh,
so I just started listening. I'm like, wow, she's like really good.
Yeah, she's really, really good and everything. And it's just like, sadly, she passed away, I think, due to drugs, was it? Like,
I think so, overdose maybe.
Yeah, it's very, very much sad. When people lose their lives due to things like drugs and so on. Hold on a moment. Hold on a moment. Okay, we got like 2 minutes. All right. Oh, he's right there. Oh, never mind. Because it's like I forgot to tell you, there's like 20-minute increments and everything with actually record, and then like they kind of go off for a little bit, and then they come back and record again. So it's like our whole episode is gonna be split in 3 parts. Just want to let you know.
Yep, that sounds good.
I forgot to tell you, but
That's
it's like
fine.
yes, it's like, and so like from listening to artists like Elvis and Amy Winehouse and Madonna, like what have you like learned from them or taken from them in like key points and stuff?
I think
Like,
the biggest thing from Amy is just say what you want to say, feel what you want to feel. And Elvis, I haven't got too much on him, but Madonna, same thing with Amy. Just do what you feel, say, make something that's you, and then people are just bound to relate and come to you.
Oh yes, most definitely. And it's like they all have very, very. You can hear that they have soul. You know what I mean? I feel like that's like the thing that kind of brings them all together. One key point is just like you got to have soul when it comes to your music. to being timeless. And so, and you have to have soul in terms of just like relating to all types of generations. Like, you know, here you are, you're 22 years old and everything, and you're talking about artists like Madonna, Elvis, and Amy Winehouse. Although Amy was a little bit closer to our time and definitely lived during your time as well. It's like it's still like she's timeless and everything.
And just even Elvis from the 60s, 50s, 60s. I'm listening to him like what?
Yeah, that's not bad. That's not bad at all. And everything. I'm not too familiar with Elvis's work and everything, but I do understand the cultural impact that he had on so many people and everything. Crazy, like how his daughter like married like Michael Jackson at one point. Were they married or were they just dating?
I did not know that.
Yeah, I think they were married, but it was like some type of like publicity stunt or whatever.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, sadly.
That's interesting.
Yeah, dude, it's crazy.
In this world,
It's so crazy when the more you learn about things and everything. But
and Michael Jordan, Scottie Pippen's wife and that stuff.
Oh yeah, Michael Jordan's son is dating Scottie Pippen's ex-wife. I don't even want to get into that. That is just too messy. But it's like, but I want to bounce back on you and like your love for basketball. You know, just a little detour and everything. And you said you were playing basketball since you were 2, correct?
Right. Yep.
All right, cool, wonderful. And what are some of your favorite players?
LeBron, because my mom's actually from Cleveland.
Oh, nice.
I like Darius Garland. He plays for Cleveland. James Harden. I just love left-handed players that are like kind of crafty and can shoot. Like Kelly Oubre, he used to play for the Hornets. And then those players are just so fun to watch.
Yeah. I really like how like the Hornets is like full of like younger guys and everything. So it's like, you know, hopefully if they could just stay healthy, bro. Like it's just like I can feel they could really grow into another Warriors team. If they could really stay healthy, kind of like, you know, build like they just need to like, you know, just keep healthy. That's all I'm saying. Like maybe they just build a little bit more size too. You know, type like.
I think they need some more players though. If they want to contend. Like LaMelo, he's amazing. He's
Miles
so
Bridges
fun to
is good
watch,
too. Yeah.
Right?
And they both work well together and everything. And that French guy that was drafted to our team, was he drafted to our team? The French guy?
Oh, Salon.
Yeah, something like
dude.
that.
He's
Yeah.
like 19. He looks good too.
Yeah,
looks promising.
Yeah, they all look very young and everything, but I feel like there needs to be like a veteran type figure just to kind of help get them in line type stuff.
Get that culture right.
Yeah, get the culture right. Yeah, because it's just like I feel like that's just what's missing. The youth is there, the energy is there too, but it's just lack of direction. That's what I'm noticing.
Right.
It's just like, and I feel like that's just where it is for a lot of NBA teams. Like nowadays, it's just like everybody gets fouled for just looking at somebody a certain type of way. But on top of that, it just feels like everybody's just trying to like they be throwing 3-pointers and everything and nobody's blocking it. Like it's just weird. It just feels like
AAU just go out there, have fun, shoot a bunch of
yes, definitely the AAU. It doesn't feel like you got to win this game. You got to win this game and get this championship. It's like you can't just be a pushover type. It's like it just feels like everyone just kind of like just leaning on just
get that money.
Yeah, I feel like that's what it is at times. It's kind of reminding me of like basketball before Larry Bird and Magic Johnson kind of got into it and everything, except like minus the hard drugs possibly.
Right.
Yeah, but
I see that connection now.
Yeah, where it's just like people are just kind of passive right now and they're not as competitive and everything. I would say, would you say like the 90s are probably most competitive?
I mean, I started watching like 2010s. And I never like really went back. So I'd say the 2010s where it felt like anyone could win it. And then the Warriors and Cavs series in like 2015 and on. That was like we already know what's going to happen.
Yeah, I think that's where it was. That's where it was for sure. Because like when me and my brother really got into basketball, it always starts with video games and everything. Like with I think the first video game we got was NBA 2K11. That was the one with Michael Jordan on the cover.
I think that was my first as well.
Yeah, 2K11, and then it was 2K11, 2K12, 2K13. Those are like I was like back to back what we're doing and everything. Those are like my favorite. Maybe because I played it, but it's at the same time. But it's just like you could have. okay, well, there's LeBron on the Miami Heat, obviously. Right. But then you had Derrick Rose on, like, the Chicago Bulls, too.
And then the Thunder.
Yeah, the Thunder.
And then the Clippers. It was like a...
It was more spaced out.
Right, exactly.
Even though, like, Bobcats are not. Oh, my gosh.
Like 7 and
not even a prayer
or something.
Not even a prayer. Look at hell. But it's like, but at the same time, in terms of, like, those times and the 2010s and everything, it felt more spread out. Nowadays, it just feels like, it's just like one or a couple teams. Although there are some, like, gems here and there.
Right.
The Clippers are pretty all right, though, but it's just like, it's definitely, the Warriors are kind of slowing down and everything. Mm-hmm. So now it's like, it's mainly just, Cleveland kind of came out of nowhere. So, congrats.
I'm happy for that.
Yeah, no, really. Like, I saw that. It's like, did my eyes deceive me? Like, did they get LeBron back again?
Right. 15 win streak? Nah, typo. Come on now.
And I hate that that's my mindset looking into it because it's like, because it's a team sport, though, for real. But you're more familiar with the Cleveland, Cavaliers. I can't believe I almost forgot their name for a minute. I felt so bad. But it's like, but yeah, you're more familiar with the Cavaliers team as of right now. So what do you think is like, what do you think that they're doing? What are they getting right?
I mean, they got a new coach, and I like that coach. I think his name Kenny Atkinson. He's from Brooklyn. When Brooklyn in 2019, when they were like having fun and they actually made a playoff and they weren't that good. So I think he took that and brought it to Cleveland, something like that. I mean, I don't really know, to be honest, but
not complaining, right?
I mean, they look like they're having so much fun.
Yeah, I think it was the Cavaliers. I think it was the Warriors up there for a little bit, but I haven't checked the standings in a while.
The Warriors dropped.
Yeah, I need to double check it. Actually, better let me just look.
I know the Cavs are up there. I think Boston, Phoenix is a surprise because they're like 10th with Kevin Durant and Devin Booker.
Yeah, they made it to the 10th.
They're the 10th seed in the West with all them players.
Oh, because it doesn't matter to get a super team. Okay, yeah, Cavaliers are 30-4, and then it's Celtics, and then it's Knicks, and then it's the Magic, and then it's the Bucks. Bucks make sense being up there and everything. Boston Celtics, of course, they were here then last year. Knicks, I don't know. I haven't been hearing a whole lot from the Knicks lately.
What is that, 4 seed?
They're the 3rd.
Yeah, I mean,
in the East.
I think that's pretty predictable.
Yeah.
Because they just got Cat, and he's balling.
Okay, that's cool. Okay, the Knicks coming back with it. It's like,
yeah, they're good now. They're real good.
But when everybody says they're good now, that's when they never make it to the finals. So
yep, they've never been there. So.
Okay, so it's like Western. Okay, OKC. That's the number 1.
Yeah.
On the West, and then it's like the Grizzlies. Okay, I can see that. Rockets. Okay, the Lakers. Obviously,
Lakers are 4th.
Lakers are 4th.
Damn, I didn't know that. I thought they were like 10th.
No, they're the 4th, and it's the Nuggets, and then it's the Mavericks, then it's the Clippers, the Spurs, the Warriors are at 9th.
Ooh.
Yeah, and then the Timberwolves. I thought the Timberwolves would be a little bit further up. I thought the Timberwolves were playing pretty good.
They traded Cat, so I think that's why.
Oh, okay. And then the Suns.
Yeah, that's bad.
That's 11. Sacramento Kings at 12, Trailblazers at 13, Jazz at 14, Pelicans at 15.
The Kings are surprised to be that low.
Man, I just seen the Hornets, and the Hornets are at the 14. So, oh my God,
that's every year though.
Oh man, we're starting a little bit stronger though this year, aren't we? And then they got injured, and actually that makes sense. No, I see it. The Wizards are at the very bottom, which is crazy.
Yeah, they've been trash. I think all my life.
Dang, no.
No, except the Gilbert Arenas years in like 2006. So.
Yeah, man. Didn't DJ Augustine used to play for the Bobcats at one point? Yeah. That's when he was a little bit explosive and everything too. The Hawks are pretty good, like at 7. Yeah, and the Pacers at 8.
That's a little surprised, the Hawks being up there that high.
I mean, sometimes it's not even surprising. Sometimes you got to be down just a little bit just to get yourself situated. That's one thing I learned about like even like teams like in the NBA or even in NFL. Like really, all you got to do is just stay down and just like get yourself situated, and the next thing you know, everything works. Okay. And Charlotte, like the Carolina Panthers was like that for 1 minute.
I mean,
with Cam Newton, you remember? And then that
was fun.
And then before then, it was like was like, wait, what? Panthers be in the Super Bowl again? Nah. And then they made it to the Super Bowl again. Right. They're almost undefeated. They only lost one time that season.
Man, that's crazy.
One time.
I got a funny story about that. I think it was 8th grade for me when they went to the Super Bowl.
Oh, really? Okay, yeah, you were young. You're in middle school.
Right. And this girl, she brought, everyone was in Panthers gear the whole day, the whole week, actually. This one girl brought Broncos stuff every day and wore it. Man, we hated her for that.
Oh, my gosh. Is she from there?
I don't think so. I think she was just hating.
Dang.
Right.
And then they won, too.
Man.
Just being in that 1%, man. Oh, man.
I still like get mad at that. You know what I mean?
No. Just thinking about like that Super Bowl. Everything else was good, and then the Super Bowl was just like, oh man, we almost had it, but it was just such a crazy defeat though. Like it was just like I don't know. That's why people like believe like whether this stuff is paid off and everything. Like
scripted.
Yeah, like not just that, but it just like even like with like the boxing match with
Jake Paul,
with Jake Paul and Mike Tyson, because there was so many openings that Mike Tyson had and just didn't take. It's
My dad put 500 on Mike Tyson.
Oh no, I wouldn't have put no money on it because I feel like a lot of people knew what was gonna happen, like with like getting paid off.
My friend was telling me that, but my dad he went ahead and.
I just had to watch it first to just be sure. Is he really gonna fight, or is he going to fight in a sense? And he fought a whole lot.
For that money.
Yeah, man. You can't be mad at Unc for that. But I was actually, I was a little bit mad. I'm not even going to lie.
I mean, get the money, but I don't know, it's up to you.
First boxing match on Netflix, though. Like, boxing event on Netflix. Like,
it sucks, though. 500 down the drain.
The woman's fight was actually the dopest one on the card. I'm not gonna lie.
I heard. I didn't see that though.
It was really good, but that Puerto Rican woman was robbed though, for real. I remember that for sure. She was robbed and everything. Like, and a lot of people were saying it to you and I. They're like, "Yeah, they robbed you." I'm gonna have to check that fight out again and everything. But it's like, but yeah, in regards to like basketball and like you playing basketball, what position did you play?
Shooting guard.
Oh, really? Shooting guard? Oh, I see. You see your little torpedo and everything. Just getting the buckets, getting them 3-pointers.
People say I play like J.J. Redick, Kyle Korver.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay. I see.
That's all I do is just shoot threes.
And did you play AAU often?
I did once, but I played rec ball, and I was just chilling with that.
Just chilling with that? Yeah. Just like pulling up at the YMCA or where did you pull up to play basketball?
It would be like elementary schools, middle schools. Because I didn't want to like train really. So I was like just fine with rec ball, have fun, and fuck it,
Oh, it was just something fun to do. You just never want to see it as like competitive. Just something like just
pretty much, yeah.
Just kind of keep you active and just something that you like type.
Yeah, I mean I love basketball, but it was like, you know what I mean? Like, just chill, have fun, and enjoy it.
Yeah, I played CBC, man. I don't know if you heard about CBC. You heard about CBC? It was something like AAU and everything, but it's just a different name, basically. Okay. Just like how WWE, WCW, like it's just stuff like that. The same thing, different name.
See, at the park though, now I'm like starting to get a little competitive. Man, out there, if you lose, you get to hear trash talk, and I don't want to hear nothing.
Yeah. Nah, I could feel that. That's where all the fights lead into and everything. Yeah, one of my biggest regrets is just like not playing like on another AAU team after CBC, because it's just like it's good to be competitive and everything. Just bleeding into other aspects of your life. You don't want to be too passive and just kind of just like whatever and everything. If I lose, I lose, whatever. It's just like it's just good to like be able to collaborate with a team, be able to work together to actually finish a goal, and the goal is to get more points than the other team. So it's just like it's just life lessons like that as well, like that can very much carry you on as well. So it's like in terms of like your favorite teams, I know you stay like the Cleveland Cavaliers and stuff, but only like during the years when LeBron was playing, or just all time, obviously as a franchise, right?
Like when he came back in 2014, that's when I kind of started watching basketball. So it was then, and then when he left, I was still a fan, but I'll be honest, I'm a bandwagon. Wherever he goes, that's my favorite team. Yeah,
that's another thing about basketball nowadays. It's hard to get into. Is like I feel like people are more like fans of like the actual individuals playing instead of like the whole team and everything. And that's what stinks and everything, because like, you had your Bulls fans, your Lakers fans, your Celtics fans.
It's not like the NFL where people got one team and that's it.
And that's all they stick with. Now it's just like people be hopping teams all the time.
Yeah, I'll be honest, I'm kind of one of them.
That's fun. It happens. Like I know back in the day, like I really liked like the Raptors when they were in the finals and everything.
Oh, 2019?
Yeah, Kawhi Leonard with the Raptors. I really liked that team because everybody after Kawhi was the second best player. Mm-hmm. So it just kind of just helped, like, it just worked together.
My friend, he's from Toronto. And he's a diehard Bills fan, diehard Raptors fan. No matter if they're losing, I seen the Raptors be terrible. So to see them win now, it was fun to watch.
And it sucks because the Raptors came in right after the Hornets, and they got their championship. And we have yet to get their championship. We had a whole mascot change, and we still haven't gotten the championship yet.
What do you mean?
Yeah, I think because as expansion teams and everything, it's just remember like Hornets, and then we went to Bobcats, and we back to Hornets again. You feel what I'm saying? Like we did all that, and we still ain't got no championship and everything.
I think it's gonna be at least 5 to 6 years.
Okay, that's good. I can wait. that's a lot. I thought you were gonna say something worse, like maybe 10 years.
I mean, it really could be
20 years. I could do 6 years.
I think because what's LaMelo, like 23, 24? Maybe not that old. He might be. And then Brandon Miller, he's coming along too. So if that's like a little duo there, and Miles Bridges, that they could do something like in their prime.
Yeah, maybe take some time. Just kind of build muscle. Go like when Steph Curry came in, it was kind of scrawny-ish and kind of like, But then over time, it's just like you can kind of see the growth and everything.
Giannis, too, he like, shoo.
Yeah, seriously. Yeah, Giannis was crazy, bro. It's just like, that's what I'm like, whatever happened with those guys, I just hope if it happens for LaMelo and Miles Bridges, just a little bit from Miles, he don't really need all that much, but it's like for LaMelo especially, I feel like then it would be like good because he has the talent there and he has the energy and he has the charisma there also, but it's just like, once again, like we've spoken earlier, it's just the lack of direction, the lack of discipline. That's what's, because like you shouldn't be getting hurt all the time. You're not playing right. You're getting hurt, man. That's what happened with Derrick Rose. Like he wasn't landing right.
Sad.
That's so what messed
sad.
up. Yeah.
Did you see he got like his own day in Chicago now?
Yes,
that's
I love that for him because that was my brother's favorite team was the Chicago Bulls back in the day when Derrick Rose and Joakim Noah was playing and everything. So it was just like and they all were like playing as a team, like like that was another reason. So it's like, seeing like after Derrick Rose made that 50-point game, which is worth any final championship.
And it was bittersweet.
Yes, yeah, man. You should. I might have to watch that after this interview. Just get a little inspired,
That was on like Halloween night too, wasn't it?
Was it? I wasn't sure. I just know he did it.
I feel like it was because with the Timberwolves, I think it was. I could be tripping though.
Yeah, that was when he was on the Timberwolves, or like.
Yeah.
Okay, he was on the Timberwolves. All right, then, yeah, most definitely. I'll be trying to figure because they're always changing teams, so it's like it's hard to keep. It's really hard. You have to really do your due diligence, like to keep up and everything. Like it was okay when Shaquille O'Neal did it because it's like he topped different teams like more during the end of his career. Yeah. But he stayed on the Lakers.
Yeah, he's got a whole rainbow.
Yes.
Teams of NBA jerseys.
No, seriously, it started with the Magic, then the Lakers, and then after that, it was like, well, who again? Was it?
I want to say.
Was it with the Heat or the Cavaliers? I
think it was the Heat. Yeah.
Heat and then the Cavaliers, right?
Because he won in 2006 with the Heat.
Oh yeah, with Dwayne Wade.
Right,
yeah. Okay. Yeah. It's coming back. It's coming back to me. Yeah. I love like doing these little quizzical games and everything. It's pretty dope. Thinking about. But back to you though, because like this is your episode and everything like that. So it's like in regards to like we're actually getting close to our end of the 20 minutes. Just want to let you know.
Yep.
Okay. See there. As soon as I start noticing, it pulls up. But it's back to you. Hold on, because it's like I gotta.
Right on time.
Yep, most definitely. Okay, Blake Hudson. All right. Yeah, so like for albums like a Summertime album that you created in 2021 and everything, what was your inspiration for that project?
Just being at the beach. I felt like I always feel really good at the beach, and the energy's always high. So I just went in and felt like creating something that feels like the beach in music, you know?
Mm-hmm. And I haven't listened to one song on it yet, hopefully. So like, what would you recommend as like one of the best songs on like that album is Summertime as well, and the reasons why?
They're older, so they're kind of
yeah. No, and I understand.
Yeah.
I understand.
I like Summertime. Mm-hmm. People say California Dreamer is the best.
Oh, okay. So that's the people's choice is California,
right? Yeah.
And like your personal choice is just the first song, Summertime.
Yeah.
All right, and songs like Lock, Power in the Brain.
People like that, Power in the Brain as well.
Okay, and what about Duplex?
Yeah. They kind of like it, yeah.
They kind of like it. Luigi?
Yeah, I like that one. That's cool.
Was it like a prediction on Luigi Mangione now? Or
oh, no.
Okay, what about One Take and Lefty?
Lefty's trash.
Oh.
Just straight up.
That's all right.
One Take, that's all right.
It's all right.
This is like a year in, so it's like, ugh.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I know it can be. Yeah. But at least he still followed up with like 2 more projects. And I only dropped 1 project my whole life, like right now. And it was back in 2021. I'm still trying to get into the motions of it this year and everything. I'm hoping to drop a whole lot of songs this year to probably just to make up for all the lost time and everything.
Yeah.
And so on. So like when it comes to like, the beach, what beach do you visualize, or what beach do you usually visit and everything? Is it just one beach or multiple different beaches?
Kind of multiple, but one that sticks out is Outer Banks. Mm-hmm. I went there in July of last year, and that was like the best trip.
Oh, really? Okay. The Outer Banks in North Carolina.
Right, yeah.
All right. I just interviewed someone that was from the Outer Banks.
Really?
And everything. Yeah, her name is Miss Joe. We were just talking. Okay. I think she stayed at she was from the town of Scranton and everything.
Scranton, like The Office?
Is that what they're at? I don't know. I just assume it's just The Office.
Scranton is like the city. The office is like around or whatever, like located in.
Oh, and what state would that be in? Because that's why I watched the show, but I didn't watch the show like that to know exactly where they were at.
I can't remember. I don't know.
I need to binge watch it again. I watched the clip for Christmas, like when Kevin was sitting on Michael's lap and everything.
Oh yeah. I remember now on that couch.
Yeah, it wasn't on the couch and everything because Phyllis was becoming the Santa and everything, and he wanted to take over being Santa.
Who's your favorite character?
That's hard because they be having me cracking up. I feel they're all so relatable, but the ones that have me laughing like the most would have to be Michael, Kevin.
Kevin, oh man.
Kevin be having me weak. And who else? Who else be having me kind of laugh?
People say that I'm most like Jim.
You're most like Jim?
Yeah.
I can see it. You do give off like a mellow Jim type.
My favorite's got to be is it Stanley?
Is that the one that just be kind of like tired, the black one?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Stanley. I was just thinking about Stanley. Like, Stanley be having me cracking up too.
Man, he's just funny.
And who's the guy with the glasses again? The one that's played by Ray Wilson.
Dwight.
Yeah, Dwight.
Oh man.
So just a whole lot of characters in that one.
Oh yeah.
And everything. Do you watch shows like The Office often?
No, I watch like straight YouTube.
Just straight YouTube. Yeah, I can feel that.
I like watching like people and personalities, and I guess you can say real stuff over like shows and movies.
Oh yeah, and I noticed that on one of your YouTube channels, you're trying to vlog and everything, like in a sense. I know you made like a video about like a day in the life of like a rapper. Right. I didn't get to watch it though, but I saw it. It's like, okay, well, he's a vlogger too. That's dope.
It's just fun. I like it because you can go back and watch like an experience, and that's just the dopest part to me.
And it's like a time capsule.
Exactly.
Like, this is where I was, and this is what I was thinking.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's the same type of attitude I approach when doing these episodes as well too. Okay. Because like the very first episode I did was back in 2021. As what now you're seeing a theme of 2021 and everything. But it's just like, yeah, it's just I interviewed my grandfather before he passed like 3 times and everything. It wasn't even like like the first one wasn't even like an interview. It was actually like an interview for a project in college, and I just reused the audio for a podcast episode. Okay. And for then moving forward, I would just use that same format. Instead of just me talking, I'd always talk to somebody else.
Interesting.
Yeah, still see his episodes now. It's actually because of that episode. He said on the episode when he was talking that if he were to pass, he wanted to be buried in the States, actually. And because like I'm African, we're from West Africa, Liberia to be specific, and everything. They're just actually there was almost going to be a little family feud trying to figure out, okay, where we're going to bury him. We should bury him back in Liberia, but he said word for word he'd rather be buried here in the States because he's close to all his grandchildren. So it's like because of that, there's so many uses you can use for vlogging and everything, whether if it's people just who have interest in wanting to be a rap star or whatever, who may come from like your background, like you say you're from the suburbs, right. And some people might be discouraged, and then like that's because of people of Jack Harlow and everything that exists. It kind of encourages you to want to express yourselves. Do I say artificially? Artificially sounds fake. Artfully. Artistically, that's what it is. Okay. Yeah, artistically and everything. Would you say that in a sense that that could be a positive use for you vlogging?
Oh yeah, because I've used to kind of find it hard to express myself through music. That's why I'm switching names and coming out with all new stuff. And vlogging was easy. Like you just see me and that's it.
Yep. That's wonderful. That's wonderful. And it could be very much like useful for you in building your brand as well. Because like before, some people before they even listen to the music, they want to be able to get to know the artist first.
Right, I'm the same way.
And everything. Like for instance, Jelly Roll and everything. I've watched so many interviews of Jelly Roll and everything that is like if I were to listen to his music, it's already my sense of himself. It's so positive. Right. It's so familiar that I wouldn't even care whether I'm not even into country music like that, right. But I feel like I'd make him for the experience, the exception and whatnot. You know,
I seen it was like back in 2006, and I haven't listened to him, don't really know him. I was like, man, I like this dude a lot, and it's just so dope that social media can do that now.
And it's like you're talking about Jelly Roll, right? Like you actually listen to Jelly. Yeah. So you actually listened to Jelly Roll in 2006?
No. I don't listen to him like now.
But you heard of him.
I seen a video of him in 2006, and I was like, man, I like this dude.
That's so crazy, ain't that? He's been working so hard since 2006. Was that the one where he was with the 3 6 Mafia, I think? Because I know you said he was a rapper at one point, right?
Yeah, the video was like him freestyling with all his dudes around.
Wow.
Like where he's from.
I gotta find that video now.
Oh yeah,
it's on YouTube too.
Yeah, I remember. I think the thumbnail was just big old dudes in white shirts.
Wow.
So look for that.
Okay, so I just Google like big old dudes in white shirts.
I would Google Jelly Roll freestyle in 2006.
All right. Yeah, definitely. Now I can find it and everything. All right. That is so crazy. Because it's just like, when I heard that he did rap music, I didn't even bother even looking at his rap music and everything. But I trying to find time to see, but I didn't know, like, where would I start? I just say Jelly Roll rap or whatever. But it's okay, he'd be freestyling. All right.
He was going crazy. I forget what he said, but man, the rhyme schemes were what?
Yeah, and after that speech he did at the CMT Awards and everything, he was 39 when he got that award. Just keep them on 39. And he dropped that freestyle in 2006.
I just got goosebumps from that.
Like, seriously, I just think about that. Like, you got to listen to that just to get, like, motivated and everything,
39.
Yeah, and it's a new year. By the way, he's the first episode of this new year. My apologies. I didn't even get to point that out.
I'm grateful for that, though.
Yeah, no, seriously. And it's just like, just having you on this episode in particular and everything, it's just like you have so much ahead of you. But then just the moment that it's just like you actually set the fact that you even set out these projects like, Summertime, The Element, and Twilight Zone, to know that you're actually consistent and actually getting these out, it's just phenomenal.
Thank you. I really appreciate it.
Because it's just stuff that I feel like maybe if I just invest in myself hard enough, maybe then I could be able to get a whole lot, of stuff out as well.
Right.
And everything. So it's like, for the album, The Element, what was your mindset going in actually creating this project and whatnot? Because I see like he actually has a Hornet jersey on and everything.
I wanted to make something that represented like where I'm from, kind of like Huntersville and Charlotte. And I don't know how to explain it, but it's like the feeling is it feels home. You know what I mean? It feels
home. It feels like familiar and everything.
Right, exactly.
Kind of going to your roots, your foundation within yourself.
Pretty much, yeah, exactly, yeah.
Okay, yeah, sure. That makes it good. It's all in the words, like, the element. So it's like, element is very basic and foundational term, talking about like, chemicals and everything on a periodic table. Like, that's all the elements. So
my
it's like,
friend, I couldn't think of a name. I had the album done, couldn't think of nothing. I asked my friend, I was like, what do you think you should name, or I should name this? He goes, The Element. Okay, well, that's the name. That's hard. I like it.
Yeah, but you see inspiration right there. So now your friends are inspiring you.
Exactly.
And now you're creating something that is just like, and keep in mind, only listen to one song on this, like The Element itself and whatnot, which is one of his top songs as well. Just want to keep that in mind. But going over the track list, we got Just Stop It, Dog Pound, Cherry Pop, Ferris Bueller. Which I feel like I need to check that one out.
I think my favorite is White and Teal.
White and Teal.
I love that song.
Oh, dope. Yeah, and that's the Hornets numbers.
Exactly, yep.
The Hornets colors and everything. Oh, wow. And what about that song sticks out to you besides the Hornets colors?
It was I always wanted to make something chill, but I never really knew how to do it for real.
Oh.
And this was finally it. I'm like, okay, this is how to make chill stuff. Like me, like I'm chill. Finally, like, oh, this is me.
Oh, okay, that's great. I need to listen to that song if it's chill, because when I think about chill songs and in general, obviously you think about J. Cole, of course. He has a whole lot of chill songs, and Kendrick Lamar got a whole lot of chill songs too, mostly through the mixtape era and everything. But as well, I feel like artists you should definitely check out if you want to be able to pick up that niche is Mick Jenkins and Isaiah Rashad. Those are
Isaiah Rashad. That sounds familiar.
He's on TDE. And he has an album called The Sun's Tirade. And hold on one second. Let me just see Isaiah. Although he has a little bit of controversy, I'm gonna let you have to see that. But nothing too crazy. But it's like, yeah, he just dropped an album in 2000. Dang, that was in 2021. Why I say just? That was like the same time.
I feel the same way.
Yeah, The House is Burning. The Sun's Tirade, Sylvia Demo. Welcome to the Game as well for all his mixtape stuff. It was like,
Okay.
So it's like, yeah, they got some stuff they should check out. I'll be sure to send you a link for sure.
Yeah, that'd be
and
great.
Everything. Just to be able to help you out with that. Because Mick Jenkins and Isaiah Rashad, I think there's another one I'm forgetting as well. But I'll be sure to send you and everything if you want to be able to kind of grow as an artist. Because, Mac Miller. Oh, Wiz Khalifa's really good, too.
Okay.
Wiz Khalifa's really. I feel you would really like Wiz Khalifa and everything. Although he talks about pot a whole lot, but it's but at the same token,
I can still get something from it.
Yes, for sure. Like especially Pittsburgh rappers, like with Wiz Khalifa and Mac Miller and everything. What they've mastered is just like they mastered a sense of authenticity within their art as well. Like, it's just like Wiz is so like, I don't want to say to himself, but Wiz is just so like, is so successful just being himself and not jumping into trends and everything, especially that one song he did for Fast and Furious movie, which still has over 1 billion views, mind you, and everything. It's just something to me the
Black and Yellow song.
Yes, the Black and Yellow song. That's where it all started, and it's just like OJ and Kush, which is coming out with OJ and Kush 2 is coming soon, by the way, and everything, and just Taylor Alderice is also a really good one. Though the one that they just re-released, it's not the same as the mixtape version, which is way it's the mixtape version and everything, but it's still really good. They're just very expressive within themselves, and they evolved by still staying themselves as well, which I feel like it's very, very important for artists to kind of listen into with Wiz Khalifa and Mac Miller, because if you want to be able to just put in top tier content and everything, it's definitely good to kind of like gain a whole lot of inspiration from them, because they just make good fun songs and still have the versatility to like switch it up every now, but still stay themselves. And I feel like you could definitely benefit from listening to those two artists. So yeah, I'll definitely send it to you as well after the interview. And you also made a song for your mother and everything, which I saw that video and everything, but I didn't find the song. I was trying to look for it on YouTube, and I couldn't find it. It's not out yet. It's not. Oh, great! It's not out yet. I was about to feel so bad. And when will it come out?
Probably February or March.
Oh, February or March. Is there the reason why? Is that when her birthday is?
Well, her birthday is February, but like I plan on releasing a new EP then with the whole new Blake Kelly stuff.
Oh, okay. Blake Kelly coming out with a song for his mom. And what inspired you to make this song for your mother?
So I never could express my emotions without music, like ever. I just couldn't do it. So now that I found music, I can express my emotions accurately, and that's like beautiful. So I was like, man, I kind of been a little bit of a dick to her.
It's okay.
So I was like, I'm gonna get her some flowers. I gave her the flowers, and she was like, thank you, all that. I went to play basketball. I come inside, she's playing music, and she like never does that. So to me, that's like, oh, she's like ecstatic. She's so happy. So I go upstairs, and I'm like, I just sit there. And it comes to me. I just write everything. Like, some of the song was like, how'd it go? Sometimes I'm not perfect, but to you, hope I'm worth it. And my whole heart just went, and I wrote. Man, I was crying everywhere, just recording it. Oh,
that's dope. That's raw. That's amazing, though. But that's raw emotion. And I feel like we're missing songs like that nowadays. It just feels like when people make like emotional songs, it has to be like very like, how can I say, what's that word? Overproduced in a sense. It's just like they're trying to, it doesn't sound like it's coming from them. It just kind of sounds like they're just making it just to make it. You know what I mean? Like they got a quota.
Like fake.
Yeah, fake, type. Where it's just like, raw emotions, I feel like we're going to need that moving forward. We're disconnecting from ourselves, our family, our loved ones, and just connecting to the social media world. Exactly. So much so that we're just focused on our images and how we look and what clothes that we buy. Then when it's really like the real things that matter are like, like your friends, your loved ones. Those are those
stuff that's in front of you.
Yes, those connections. Those last forever. And making a song about like your mother and everything, that's really, really dope. You're hearing it from me, and I ain't even listening to you, but I know it's gonna be hard and everything, because you have a whole lot of talent, man. And it's just like, it don't matter where you come from, whether you're from the hood or from the suburbs or whatever. It's just like true talent and everything, and the dedication to actually make these projects happen and actually set a priority for yourself. Like, I even saw your Spotify, so I saw that you had merchandise out.
Oh, yeah.
And everything. I'm trying to figure out how to get merchandise out. So, like, now we got more to talk about.
It's easier than you think.
All right.
I'll tell you that, man. I'm not good with computers, but setting it up, it was actually really easy.
Do you set it up on Shopify?
Right, yeah.
Yeah, I was trying to do that in college. I don't know what was going on, but I just couldn't figure out how to do it and everything. Cause I definitely want to get this, like, all the logos on the shirt and everything. So if you can show me, that'd be really, really dope and everything. But we're getting close to the end and everything. And we got to be sure to wrap this up. Is there anything else you want to know, let the crowd know and everything before we go off?
Yep, I got EP coming either February or March. I'll start performing again, and it's going to be fun. I got so much stuff planned. It's going to be a ride.
Wonderful. We got stuff planned and stuff coming and everything. So when's the nearest event you're going to perform at, man?
Probably, I say Evening Muse.
Oh, dope.
Yeah, like in March, February.
Okay, be sure to let me know. Send me that memo whenever you're going to do that and everything. All right, if that's the case, Mr. Blake Hudson, I want to just say thank you for hopping on. It was a pleasure having you on and everything. Beforehand, I wasn't really sure where everything was going to go and everything, because usually I'm so used to just talking to people over time before setting stuff up. But we just been talking for a little bit of time, and you just, hey, I'm going to do it. This is your first podcast you ever done?
Oh, yeah, first time.
Oh, dope. Wonderful. I'm everybody's first.
Yep. Thank you.
That's great and everything. If that's the case, I appreciate you for doing your first episode here with the Mental Threads podcast.
I appreciate
I'm pretty sure there's going to be plenty of interviews in your future for sure and everything, but this is going to be the genesis right here.
Oh, yeah.
Where it all begins. All right, that's the case. I want to say thank you for coming. We are sewing in and we are sewing out. That's it for the Mental Threads podcast.
Sweet.
All right, so how did you feel about the whole experience?
It was so fun.
Oh, really? All right, cool, great. I'll be wondering and everything.